Okay, Daniel, I have a few questions about you and about LiquiGlide. So I'll start with the question that I have for you first, just about your involvement with the company. So having a master's from MIT in health science and technology and an MBA from Columbia Business School, what about LiquiGlide technology and business development goals solidified your interest as well as your trust in the product itself?
Yeah, so I see tremendous potential in the technology that we have been developing. We are developing essentially a very innovative package and product platform that enhances consumer experience and ease of evacuation in the consumer domain and improves a variety of products in the biomedical domain. And my background is largely in, health, human health generally, and so that does encompass, both life sciences as well as, consumer healthcare. And we have a platform that can really help dramatically improve, the user experience in a variety of different ways.
Right. Okay. So what inspired the research and development of this technology initially? What, in your experience, was the highlight of the incubation process? And were there any pitfalls along the way, especially in the initial stages?
Yeah, so this technology really originated with the Varanasi lab at MIT. So Kripa Varanasi, who is our chairman, as well as one of our company founders, along with Dave Smith, who is our other founder. They worked together in Kripa's lab at MIT to really develop and invent and develop this technology. There definitely have been, challenges along the way in terms of identifying, parameters with which this technology works best. And so that, in the development of any new technology, that's always one of the critical things you have to do, is to figure out, okay, with the technology in its current form, where can it be most readily used? And over the course of time, we've built out, a variety of use cases, if you will, where the technology can be deployed very effectively. So, but it certainly has taken some time. But one of our first, major proof points was our collaboration with Colgate in the toothpaste market. And we launched with them in April of last year with the Elixir line of toothpaste. That launch has gone very well. And we also last year secured joint development agreements with a biopharmaceutical company as well as a major medical device company. And so we haven't publicly announced those partnerships in terms of who the partners are, but we have secured two very significant partnerships in the biomedical domain that we're very excited about.
Right, that's very interesting. I do have a few follow-up questions about that. So as you just mentioned, the medical devices industry has observed tremendous growth in the past couple of years, and you just mentioned that you are collaborating in that sector. So how do you believe LiquiGlide especially has and will continue to hold its share and further contribute to the technological development in the sector?
You're speaking specifically about the biomedical sector?
Right.
Okay.
Medical devices and biomedical sector.
Yeah, so there are a variety of opportunities in which we can impact, positively impact developments in the biomedical field. When you think about products that say are tubular in nature, so you can think about catheters, you can think about feeding tubes, you can think about insertion devices, and a variety of medical application scopes of various types. We have significant opportunity to improve product performance in a variety of scenarios, whether that be through reducing occlusions or thrombosis, or reducing rate of bioburden buildup, which is a major issue for indwelling medical products. These are all areas where we have the ability to positively impact product performance. On the pharmaceutical side, we have the opportunity to improve processing and handling and delivery of highly viscous, typically high value medicines. We have worked in a number of different areas, including oral medicines, cell therapies, biologic products, pre-filled syringes, and other sort of drug delivery systems, if you will. And again, when you think about the cost of some of these medicines, which can be pretty high, and they can be challenging to process and manufacture, there are a variety of things we can do with our platform to impact, performance and ease of use, patient experience, clinician experience, as well as reduce costs. So it's a pretty powerful, kind of set of opportunities we can bring to various product development efforts in the biomedical domain.
Right. So Daniel, as you just mentioned, a bunch of use cases and the scope of easing the use, enhancing performance, does LiquiGlide plan on expanding its products beyond slippery coatings? And if not, what is your business expansion goal for the next 5 years?
Does LiquiGlide have the intention to expand our product portfolio beyond slippery coatings, was the question.
Yeah.
And if so, what is our plan for the next 5 years? So basically, with respect to various developments, if you will, these do take some time, and so that's going to keep us pretty busy for the next several years. Having said that, we have opportunity to, in some cases, launch our own products, as well as possibly even to launch our own brands, and or to facilitate brand launches in partnership with others. And so these are opportunities that we are in discussions around currently. And there's, needless to say, there's a lot of opportunity, but there's also a lot of wood to chop, if you will. So, which is a good thing. And so, our plan really for the next 5 years is to, really drive commercialization of a multitude of opportunities that are in front of us right now. And again, as I note, some of those could include launching our own products, and many of them will be working with partners to enhance experience and or improve their products.
Right. Okay. So after your recent geographical expansion of your partnership with Colgate, in which other sectors of packaging do you hope to establish LiquiGlide as a household name? And what's your next targeted geographical region?
Great questions. An area that we are particularly interested in and where we see a lot of opportunity is skincare. And as you appreciate, skincare is both a consumer, can be a consumer product, or, may involve consumer products, but is also, human health, if you will.
Right.
And so that's an area where we've done a lot of work and see a lot of potential. We see opportunities around the world, actually. So, we're not really, we seek to, enter markets where we see opportunity, and we have potential partners around the world who are interested in deploying our technology. So, we're not really constrained in terms of thinking about geography. We can and will go anywhere in the world.
Right.
And we, often, as I noted, we'll be doing work with partners. And so, our partners are in, all the major world's geographies. And so, we're thinking about expanding, around the world. We are thinking of doing that through partnerships. We're thinking about it not only relative to the Colgate partnership, but also in skincare. We're also thinking about it relative to biomedical products, where some of the companies we're in discussions with are global companies, and so they would look to leverage our technology on a global scale.
That sounds very interesting. Okay, so how do you believe LiquiGlide's mission aligns with the growing trend and demand for sustainable products and sustainable development?
Great question. So the ingredients in our coatings are predominantly plant-derived, pharmaceutical grade, generally recognized as safe ingredients. They are, used in many products that are used every day. They are safe. If we look at the Colgate example, people ingest toothpaste, so you can ingest the ingredients of this product, some of which actually are major ingredients in toothpaste themselves, and do so safely. So in addition to the generally safe and in addition to the generally safe profile of the ingredients of our products, we also, because of the ability to better evacuate, containers, if you will, that enhances recyclability of containers, which otherwise can't be recycled. And so we, sustainability is very important to us, and so we seek to, be doing what we can to help the global, circular economy, and really enhance sustainability in everything that we do. So that's the approach we've taken relative to our technology.
Right, I think sustainability has really been growing in the past couple of years, and having that as a part of your model is really important.
Yeah, was there a question in there? I'm sorry.
No, that was.
Oh, okay, yeah. No, I agree. Absolutely. Absolutely.
Question. I was just adding my comment to it.
Yeah, no, I agree.
Right. I think I just have one more question. Yeah. I just have one more question for you, and I think you partially answered that when I asked you about the next 5-year goal. But just to pick your brain a little bit more, do you think LiquiGlide intends on introducing other value-added features, such as maybe like an oxygen barrier or heat sealability to the existing technology?
Yeah, great question. So I think we, over time, will absolutely evaluate opportunities to incorporate other excipients into our products. So whether those might be some of the things you mentioned, whether it's adhesion barrier. I mean, our technology generally reduces adherence to things, right? So it's very sort of lubricious to begin with, and friction reducing. But we can think about things like possibly antimicrobial excipients. We can think about other excipients that could help with, say, further reducing bioburden. We can think about other excipients, whether they might be fragrances or other elements that could enhance different products. That is absolutely something we have begun to evaluate.
Okay, that's pretty interesting. Right, that's all the questions that I have for you today. If there's anything that you want to ask me about packaging connections, I'll be happy to answer those for you.
Oh, great. Thank you.